All right. So during those months, Corey wasn't, uploading for those long months. He was actually training me to be like a content creator. He was like my teacher. I learned a lot from about like content creation and all that type of stuff from him, and it helped me be a better content creator and stuff. But during some of those times, he kind of like always pushed me to the side, like I wasn't a priority. Obviously, he has his own life, but at the same time, I felt like I was a lot. I was really disrespected in some measures. Like I could have went with him some places, done some things, even worked sometimes. But he never really wanted me to do anything. I just wanted the experience and things like that. So yeah, it was really like crushing to me that someone of that status, that legacy, I guess, knows so much and you want to learn more and they're not willing to help you, but they're in your corner, and it really like emotionally fucked me up because I feel like I wasn't wanted or I had no like talent for content creation, and it really, it bothered me a lot that someone like that wasn't there to help me out and do stuff for me. Nigga, I can't even keep up this lie, bro. Okay, nah, for real, I'm trolling, bro. I'm 100% capping. I'm not being for real. That nigga, he is my teacher. Don't get me wrong. He is my teacher. Don't get me wrong. But he ain't do all that, bro. So yeah, I'm trolling, bro. I'm not for real. But like on some serious shit though, those people who are saying shit like that, bro, grow up. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's so crazy how a nigga who hasn't uploaded in 2 years magically comes back out of nowhere with shit he wants to say. Like on YouTube, if you're not haven't uploaded in 2 years, my nigga, you retired, bro. You retired. You have no like you're done. Like you obviously don't want to do it no more. 2 years, my nigga. Like I can understand like you raising a family, but even then, you like have like Instagram, TikTok, something you would post to like let your fans know that you good, gang. Like 2 years, you retired, gang. And then the other chick, like, bro, my thing with her is like, if you have a whole situation, talk about the situation. Don't make a whole ass cryptic fucking TikTok vids and then expect niggas to know exactly what you're talking about. It doesn't make sense. Obviously people are gonna come away with the impression that he has saved you because you're coming off as if something really horrible happened to you. Don't get me wrong. Obviously, probably not a good boyfriend, but at the same time, this happens to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people who go through that type of shit where they're not getting the love they want or getting any type of uh what's it called, reassurance, stuff like that, and you broke title him. There you go. The problem is when you went back and kept talking to him, right? You're not like for me. If I had an ex, right, I'm not speaking to her for no reason at all, unless I'm like dared to do something on stream or something. I'm not gonna speak to her. I have no reason to. I have no reason to. I don't care if she's bad, mid, has money. I was cool with her family. None of that shit, bro. You just don't talk to them, right? Even if you guys are left on good terms, you don't talk to them, you know? And the fact that she comes back with something like that to him and expects him to be like I don't even know what type of reaction she was expecting. That's why I'm like so confused on why you would even say something like that to him. And even then, we don't even know how she said it, what she said, how like what I'm saying. There's no context to it. Just I was the most passive aggressive cancer. Like what I'm saying. It's crazy to me. And my whole thing with this is she made something bigger than it needs to be. That's something I see in a lot of like girls primarily is they'll make the smallest thing bigger than they need it to be. It explodes out of their control and they can't do anything about it. And it's really sad to see, right? Because take it from me, right? I just had an incident with my group. I'm not friends with no one. I'm not talking to them no more. I'm not doing anything with them no more. None of that shit. These are people I've grown up with for the past like 5, 7 years. You know what I'm saying? Friends, good friends, and I don't talk to them no more. I'm not messing with them no more. I don't fuck with them no more. None of that shit, bro. You see? But that's where I should leave it at that, right? I don't. If I was a huge content creator or speaking on someone huge like that, and I made a whole video detailing all the details and saying all this shit about them, people would talk about it for weeks. You know, it would be a huge thing. It'd be a thing where allegations are thrown. People said this, people said that. People are getting doxxed. People are getting hunted down. You know, people are getting targeted for no reason, all because I want to talk about a situation that happened to me personally. You know, personally, the fact that those two individuals have personal matters with, bro. They should discuss that with them. If they don't answer you, then that's that. You know what I'm saying? That's that. You shouldn't. No, you're done. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to talk to you. They don't want to talk to you. If you broke off ties with them, you broke off ties with them. Don't come back and expect them to be all happy about you texting them. Like, no, fuck that. And even if you're not, even if you just wanted to see what he would say, it's still just like in the principle, like you guys are not cool. You know what I'm saying? And even besides that, it's just like the way they go about saying all this shit about Corey is like it's hard to take them seriously. Like I said, multiple slideshow cryptic ass messages. Like if like I said, like when I started my video, something like that. You know, obviously I was trolling, so I didn't really have a real story, but she obviously does. So she could have sat there and did that, you know? And if it took like if the video was too long for TikTok, that's where you make multiple videos. You don't even make a whole ass fucking William Shakespeare fucking ass poems over here. You know what I'm saying? Go if you're that fucked up, go be a writer, bro. You could be a good ass writer. You know what I'm saying? And then, bro, like I said, it came out of nowhere 2 years later, and then he's making videos, Corey's and Mav's best moments or some shit, and a whole playlist, and then going through the comments and not even really addressing and only really addressing people's grammar or how they said something. It's just like that's like it's hard to take y'all seriously when you guys do this shit. So yeah, I just want to say my piece. You know, hey, I'm nobody. You know, I'm a fucking nobody. But Corey's been someone I've been cool with. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like all these allegations are real. Oh my god! And even then, I'm not gonna sit here and act like the allegations are fake. And there's no need to concern. Obviously, being mentally abused is not okay. I'm sure a lot of people have been through it themselves. At the same time, it's not something the whole public needs to know. It's something you need to deal with yourself. You know what I'm saying? You only I didn't need to know how he was as a boyfriend or anything like that. And another thing is just like you guys keep trying to preach that he's not how he is on camera in real life. He's a whole different person. Okay? And a lot of people act differently on camera. A lot of people act differently in real life compared to on stream. You know what I'm saying? It's completely different. You see it with Neon, you see it with Speed. I highly doubt Speed's going to the grocery store, getting groceries, and barking at the cash register to give him his money back. I highly doubt he's doing that off stream. I highly doubt it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of and it's a character, you know what I'm saying? It's a character. People have these personas that they do on stream, on cam, you know? It's different. But it's weird how that's one thing they want to preach to us about how he's different on camera than in real life. It's just like you guys are doing too much. It's hard to believe y'all. It's not. I don't know. I'm not saying anything they have said is not true or anything like that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it's just really hard to believe you guys and really lame of you guys to act that way when you guys have something really serious to you guys to express that shouldn't even be talked about. But either way, I'm good about it. Hope y'all laughed or enjoyed or troll. I don't know. I'm good about it. Have a nice day.